Coming to you from the city of Richmond, Virginia tonight for college basketball as the St. Louis Pelicans take on the VCU Rams in the Atlantic 10 Friday night showcase. Welcome everyone inside the Siegel Center. Great to be with you here tonight. Mike Corey alongside Dallin Cuff here on this Friday night. Here we go, Dallin. St. Louis and VCU. Two teams here at the midway point of the season that are in situations that they're not really used to.
Yeah, hang out in the middle of the table of the standings, if you will. The A-10 is not common for these teams, but injuries have been a factor for both squads. Rhino in his first year at VCU gets those guys back fully healthy. St. Louis is now fully healthy. So both these teams hoping to make a charge up these standings and being positive, getting themselves into the NCAA tournament. Gibson Jimerson is huge for the Pelicans. He's one of the best guards in the country. He's 7th in the A-10 in scoring. Dynamic shooter, 39% from the three-point line. Has made over 253s in his career, but he's developed into a more complete offensive player. Getting to that right hand, he is dangerous. You have to close out of the shots. So he's learned how to use that effectively as a weapon. It's a shot fake, get downhill, shot fake, creator at times, side dribble, and bury triples. He is a key for the Rams to slow down. On the other side for the Rams, Sean Bairstow, he's one of those guys who was injured. October, broke his foot. He's back to full health now, had surgery, coming off a 14-point, 12-assist game. Was absolutely huge in their win against LaSalle. Big guard, 6'7", they'll post him up at times, he'll walk guys down, back guys down, they'll play out of the post, facilitate from there, good interior passer, and can step out and knock down a shot if need be.
All right, so here we go. What about your keys to the game here tonight before we tip this thing off?
Well, let's start with VCU. This is a team that's got to defend at an elite level. I mean, we talked about this. We'll get into how they used to play for years. Actually, we'll start with VCU, yes. How they played for years is havoc and turning teams over. This is not this team right now. Right. They need to sit down in the stands, contest shots, guard the ball, and then get going the other way. Ryan Odom said transition offense is huge for us. In St. Louis, you've got to limit turnovers. They've had some real problems. Done better in the last two games. They battled with Dayton and lost, but they've got to handle the ball better, and they've got to limit VCU's threes. And to do that, they have to one-on-one defend better. They've got to contain the ball, not overhelp, and be there on shooters.
After St. Louis is going to try to get off the hump here. They are 0 for their last 9 on the road. And also here at VCU in the Siegel Center, they have never won. They're 0 for 8 here at Richmond.
Mike Corey, Debbie Downer, welcome to the game.
No, I mean, can they get over the hump here tonight? And what about VCU, right? They've won their 2 Atlantic 10 games on the road, and they've lost the other 2 here at home. So a lot of stake for both teams tonight.
The Siegel Center, usually a fortress, so the crowd has shown up here on a Friday night, and they perform for them. The first pass, tough for Jimerson to handle. It's good to keep it in play.
Got an all-star A-plus officiating crew here tonight. Roger Ayers, Ron Gruber, and Clarence Armstrong on the call for this one. Here's a 3 on the way from Hargrove. It's no good. And VCU quickly running into the front court. Let's get to their starting 5 here tonight for the Rams.
Starting tonight for the VCU Rams, small forward, me, Sean Bairstow. We got point guard from the city of Richmond, Jason Nelson. Shooting guard from Ukraine, Max Shulga. Power forward, we got Kwani from Melbourne, Australia. And at center, we got Fern, the Big Worm, starting at 5. Go Rams.
Sean, part of a basketball family. His brother Cameron, many people may remember, played at New Mexico on a team that was really good about 10 years ago. New Mexico did fall to Harvard in the NCAA tournament that year, but still, very great player that just finished his professional career.
Jefferson trying to bounce it inside. Turnaround hook from Azarwell is no good. Here come the Rams once again. Bairstow controls it.
Got to close out. It's a rare miss. He's been 14 in his last 19, 74% from the three-point line after missing his first 17. Unheard of. But that's not what you want to see if you're Travis Ford. You've got to be there in the catch for Kwani. He bailed him out there, just kind of short of the shot.
St. Louis starting 5 here tonight.
What's up, everybody? It's Terrence Hargrove. At PG, we got C.I. and Melly, C1. At the 2, we got Gibson Jimerson. At the 3, we got my boy Larry Hughes Jr. Smooth. At the 4, we got Rockstar, me, of course. And at the 5, we got Big Baby Brad. Let's go, y'all. Roll Bills, baby.
Foul's going to be called on Medley for St. Louis. Yeah, both teams have been dealing with injuries, and it's a tale of a couple different seasons for both of these squads this year.
For sure. I mean, Azarwell not part of the injuries. Number 3 in blue, you'll see that big body, but he's one of the double transfers that now is allowed to play. And as it become a lawsuit situation that the NCAA has kind of backed down, and so you see him in this game has been big. But you've got other guys. Larry Hughes has missed time, and Sincere Parker off the bench is critical for St. Louis. We'll see him come in. He's a starter, playing starter minutes, but still trying to get back to full health. And for Bairstow, we mentioned him already. Joe Bamisile was out, so those guys getting back and being part of both these respective teams helps change them for sure.
Jason Nelson is at the free throw line, and he's in the starting lineup tonight, down for the injured Zeb Jackson, who's unavailable for the Rams here tonight.
Which is the one guy you don't want to, they're missing, I should say, but he's got back spasm issues, came out of the game, and they're winning the Sal, and he's just not quite ready to go here. But he's transferred to Michigan, dynamic guard in the win, but this team is still coming into their own and getting Zeb back and getting everybody on the same page as we get into February will be huge for this Rams team.
Shot clock again. It's down to 4 here for the Billikens to shoot. Medley pulls up. And it's tapped out, and it's picked up by Hargrove. And count it, and the Billikens are on the board.
Good body control, going right over Furman. Little shot fake and getting that up and open. So the leading scorer for this team, just under 4 assists, can create off the bounce. Ukrainian, but a very good shooter. They're going to try to be physical. You see Hughes really riding him off that high ball screen.
Bairstow gets hit from behind. They'll call the foul. It's Zeb Jackson, transfer of Michigan, as you said, the senior, who is unavailable tonight. Hoping for next week to get him back into play for the VCU Rams.
And this is a guy that really, his role has stepped up. The top 7 scorers for VCU all left with Coach Rhodes. He went to Penn State. A number of them went to Penn State and moved on to different programs. But to have Zeb back and changing his role, good role run by Hargrove, good drop off for the N1.
Nice pass from Hughes, who gets the assist, and Hargrove has a chance for the 3-point play.
But just to finish, this team is a team in flux for sure. But Jackson getting back will be big. Nice job out of transition. Hughes with a drop-off pass, finished by Hargrove off the window. I love Hargrove's attitude, too. You heard him shoot around the whole time. Game day, we're smiling.
That's
game
right.
day. Like
Right.
he brings a great just effervescence to the court. His energy is infectious.
He's a St. Louis guy through and through. Went to East St. Louis High School. It's his 5th year now here for the Billikens, and he has really done a nice job on and off the court. As they have a 5-1 lead here early. As we're just over 3 minutes gone by in the first half on this Friday night from Richmond. Off the screen, Nelson. Through a ton of traffic, that's going to draw another foul here on St. Louis. It's on Ezaworo.
Nice job by Nelson, who's a guy that he's transferred from Richmond, just down the street. Local product, that's it, crossing enemy lines, but most of his shots are from 3. 51 of his 82 coming into the game. So they closed out hard on him, and he drove hard down the lane, gets himself to the line, where he's already been earlier this game. So being aggressive and not settling early on for Nelson.
He shot pretty well from 3-point range, 41% this season, yeah.
He should. They've got to close out on him. He takes a lot. That's where most of his offense comes from.
We're talking with Coach. You see Travis Ford for St. Louis as they lead it now 5-3. On the other side, Ryan Odom for VCU. It's been tough because guys in and out of the lineup. I mean, early on without Bairstow, without Bamisile, and now you're kind of trying to play your way up, right? I mean, you're trying to stack wins together and kind of increase your standing, but it was just a tough way to start without those two in the lineup for most of the first half of the year.
They're a totally different team. I mean, Bairstow adds so much to them offensively. Bamisile literally comes on to give them a punch off the bench. And Ryan Odom was trying to find what kind of style they wanted to play. And he hoped they were going to be a pressing team, similar to the Hargrove. What start play? And you can't lose sight of him on the baseline there. Inbounds pass for Kwani. That's a mistake that he made to pay.
Hargrove has all of St. Louis's points to start here tonight. He's 3 of 4 from the field and 1 for 1 at the free throw line.
But just to finish that with Ryan Odom, he wanted to play faster, good kick to Nelson, good shot. And wanted to press and wanted to kind of, meld his great offensive, reputation, if you will, and efficiency there, which they've shown at times this year, especially when more healthy, with a more pressing style, defensive style, and get up in teams. Once the injuries started to happen, they just didn't have the bodies to do it. They worked out in the summer, they worked out in September, but once these guys started going down, they couldn't do it, and this team had to have played differently.
Yeah, I got a plan B, plan C. He says, I got to have that over there on the sidelines now. Bairstow, a little short of the runner. Rebound by Medley. Let's go the other way when we return. 2-point game here in Richmond to start tonight. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by H&R Block. It's better with Block.
Someone in this room stole my autographed basketball, signed by the 1948 All-Star team. So I've called in a specialist, an e-specialist.
Okay, let's start with what we do know. Geico makes it easy to bundle coverage for your car and home. Yeah, even purchase sports memorabilia.
What a relief. Let's get back to charades.
But I was also going to crack the case.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's true.
Me? It's easy to bundle your home and car. It's easy to Geico.
What? It's Mickey Mouse! Where does Mickey live? Disney World!
Right now, your magical firsts can be extra special with this 50% off Kids Play and Dine offer.
Shave or not to shave? Shave. It's true. To shave or not to shave. That.
Look at you. A force to be reckoned with. No, not you, Saquon. Not you either. You have a business bank account with QuickBooks Money now earning 5% APY.
Did he say 5% APY?
5% APY? That's new.
Yep, QuickBooks makes your money work as hard as you do. That's how you business differently. Intuit QuickBooks.
My sleep number smart bed is so smart, it makes me better than Jamar. What?
Mine's so smart, makes me better than Justin.
Nah. My smart bed has me making catches you can only dream of.
Mine has me running routes that'll keep you up at night.
This bed is so smart, it helps me take my game to the next level.
Mine's so smart, I'm sleeping better than you.
You funny, dog.
80% of NFL players choose the Sleep Number smart bed.
Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus.
High level, obviously Shaka going to the Final Four 2011 took it to a different place, but it has been maintained for 2 decades of success.
Nelson, who has all of VCU's points, and Hargrove, who has all of St. Louis's points, and now Shogun gets into the mix, and we're tied at 8.
Great job stopping, keeping that pivot foot down. Downer went flying by him and then able to slide back and we'll fade away.
How about guys like Shogun and Bairstow coming from Utah State, where Ryan Odom was, and the familiarity they have with their coach here?
Which is huge. Nice high-low. Hargrove is good help defense on the weak side. But it's huge because, as Ryan was telling us, and any coach will tell you, especially in the transfer portal era, when you can have guys that know what you expect, understand your language, how they want to play, is really big. And that's what Bairstow does, and that's also what Shogun do. Outside of being their 2 best offensive players, they also are translating everything and helping these guys maintain a standard that he expects. There's Shogun driving hard, keeps that pivot foot. Downer goes flying by and gets a little floater.
Downer was called the foul for St. Louis. Travis Ford was upset because he thought it was a travel on Kwani on the outside for VCU before the foul. So a double whammy there, and now VCU still has it. We're tied at 8.
This is not exactly what Toby LaWall is known for. They're going right at Jang. How about that? Like, their 5 men really are playing the dunker spot, playing lobs on pick and roll situations and offensive rebound, but he went right at the young fella and finished through him.
Toby LaWall, number 10 in white for the Rams, made an incredible jump. That freshman year last year, there's so many other guys who didn't get much time, and now he's really taking over. Look at this. I mean, you see the elevation as there's a foul, but How high can this guy get it to the air?
49.5 inches. Now, Travis Ford wants the basket to be good. And Ron Gruber's actually telling Travis Ford to back up and get into the box. But they're saying he wants the basket to be counted, but the foul was, they're saying, in the act of shooting Ford released the ball. That doesn't make, we've got some clarification there.
Yeah.
But, again, the wall can jump 49.5 inches. You saw, he's an elevator. He's an absolute pogo stick. Well, that's to explain it. They were saying, no, that ball was on the way up. They were confident the ball was on the way up. Yeah, that's it.
The foul is on Joe Bamacil, his first for VCU.
And look at this guy.
Yeah, that's
easy.
He's got some crazy ups.
Well, 40 now, he made a basket. Now 40 of his 59 baskets are all dunks this year.
Right. What did Coach say? We got drop-offs and lobs. That's the big guys.
Play him off the dunker spot. Play him off lobs and pick and roll.
Shoulder, some heavy traffic. Gets it back out to Nelson. Bamacil, and he is fouled up at the top by Thames. Kellen Thames picks up his first.
Bamacil's had an interesting journey. I mean, a couple years ago, he was an all-A-10 player, GW. Started at Virginia Tech. He's been to Oklahoma. Multiple transfers. One was because he wanted to come back here. Local kid, Chesterfield, Virginia. His father had open heart surgery, so wanted to get back locally. But he has been all over the map in college basketball. When he's coming in, he is looking to get up shots.
Right on cue, Gallup.
Good job getting his feet set, too. 10-2 run as he turned into that one. He was a little off platform there, too. That's a heck of a shot. This is where St. Louis's challenge is, especially with this lineup. Who do you go to score? Who are you running something for right now? Sincere Parker's got to be a little more, 21 and Blue's got to be a little bit more demonstrative with this group especially.
Bruce Zhang, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Louis, but 7 to shoot.
Right off the inbounds pass, just not really a clear communication. It's not the worst defense. There's back screen to screener. He went underneath it. Bamacil comes right out. Quick release.
Back the other way, Parker misses on the jumper for St. Louis. Bairstow, do a double team, lays it in. We talked to Bairstow before this game as he had broken the 5th metatarsal of his foot. And there's another huge block from Toby the Wall. Bairstow was yet at 100% for VCU. Has been battling through on his way back. Dowger for a 3, that's no good.
The crowd got Dowger there. I don't know if you can hear the countdown from the student center. There were 6 seconds on the shot clock. He took a terrible shot. Travis Ford's kind of laughing like, you can't fall for that. But he did. VCU fans on their feet, loving it right now. Up 5 as their boys are on a run here in Richmond.
Nothing held back. February 2nd and 3rd on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+. We've been living it since day one. Nothing held back. All for the love of soccer.
The Australian
Back in Richmond, the Rams lead by 5. St. Louis has dealt with some injuries throughout this season. And you see the amount of games missed by these guys. And we talked to Travis Ford about it. I mean, he said he really hasn't been through this type of season in his career, right? I mean,
20 years coaching, he hasn't had this many injuries to deal with, especially there's already a new team. No more Yuri Collins to run the show. Trying to figure out how they want to play. His thing was, hey, we're going to press. We're going to play up and down. We're going to try to outscore teams. And they did that early on. They started 4-0, and they were great in terms of scoring. They were scoring 90 points a game, but then Sincere Parker gets injured. He's out for almost 6 weeks. Larry Hughes has been out of the lineup. Meadows has been out of the lineup. Ezawara, as we touched on, double transfer, wasn't eligible until December. So you're getting those guys full complement back, but you had to change the way they played. They aborted the opportunity, the style of of trying to press, and now they've moved into kind of a slower game. And when you do that, you've got to find the right guy's shots. And really, in this group, this is a better group for them. You got Azaroro, Sincere Parker, and Gibson Jimerson. A number of guys that can hurt you. You can play offense through. But you're really running in your half-court game. It's a very different change. He's never had to change and have no identity like this in the middle of the season.
Right, in the middle of the year. Now, if you go back a couple of years, here is Meadows drives, and he gets the basket, and he's fouled.
Let's take a good body control.
You go back a couple of years, and remember Javante Perkins, like their star player, getting hurt before the year started. Then you really got to scramble, but that was before everything even got going.
Yeah, that team would have been unbelievable. Parker was never quite the same, but nice job by Meadows to get his body into Bairstow, get to the foul line, and get the friendly roll here in the Siegel Center. Meadows transferred from Eastern Washington, came from Portland before that. But again, he's another one of those guys. He's had multiple injuries that's kept him in and out throughout the course of this season.
Travis Ford actually coached Michael's father, Michael Sr., at Campbellsville back in his first year coaching. Coach Travis Ford, 3 years at Campbellsville, 5 at Eastern Kentucky, 3 at UMass, 8 at Oklahoma State, and now his 8th season here at St. Louis.
And he's a great player at Kentucky, too.
Yep.
One of the best teams in the country. Nice hands by him.
Fakes. Offensive board as a world. Got it back on the fence. That's a 3.
Not how you draw it up, but they'll take it. Miss the layup, pop out. It's like a pickup game. Gets right back out there, ready to shoot the 3.
That's 2 big possessions right there, where they got the 3 on the old-fashioned way, then a 3-pointer. They're up by 1 now, 16-50.
This is the way VCU wants to play, though, in transition, getting up there quickly, getting a shot up, and getting fouled. But good point, Mike, is that these last 2 possessions were a big change of momentum. We went into the break 15-10, the Siegel Center coming alive.
Yeah.
And then the rebound by Azaroro. Nice job following the play, not giving up, kicking out the 3.
Well, you know how it can get away from you here in this building as well. So VCU had the momentum, they had the crowd behind them. That is really 2 big possessions for St. Louis to put themselves right back in it. In fact, obviously up by a point. As if it goes the other way, then you're down by double digits and you're playing from behind, and that's not a good spot to be in when you're here on the road in this building. A couple substitutions here. Parker and Thames are out. Thames picked up his 2nd personal foul for St. Louis. This is Michael Bell at the free throw line, the true freshman out of England. Hughes is back in for the Pelicans. Meadows. There's Gibson Jimerson finally touching the ball here. Hasn't even taken a shot yet. 24 in blue for the Pelicans. Here's a 3 from Meadows. No good. Hargrove. Offensive rebound now. Jimerson. Floating runner. No. He got his own rebound.
That's where this game has changed. He would have taken that contested 3. That's a good shot, good drive, and you get it to go.
And the shot is blocked. Bamasil in the corner there on Meadows, and now it's a 3 ball, and it's good by Billups.
And Jimerson closed out. It was a pretty good closeout, but Billups stepped in, shot it with confidence. That's big from the redshirt freshman. But this St. Louis team, you're down 4. Jimerson hasn't scored. Not the worst situation, but partially that's because of the attention VCU is giving him. He is running off, they're staying tight to him, staying connected. And now Bell's got the responsibility.
Good defense by Bell. As you said, they get it back to Jimerson. It's an NBA range 3. That one's short. Hammersteel's got it.
Jimerson's release is so quick. They got confused there. He has 1 second. He has no wasted motion. He just missed it, but that was a good look for him.
Bell. Shut off. Back up top for Billups. VCU under 9 minutes to go in the first half. Working with a 4-point lead. Billups gets a step. Back positioning underneath the basket.
But as a world, might have got a little bump there, but their communication on the ball screen was not good. They got bailed out.
Hargrove, that's a 3 ball, and that's long. A little quick in the possession. Rebound by Billups.
The wall is mismatched. She actually won the post touch here. We're going to move that.
And the wall gets it stuck. And that goes to the arrow. It's a jump ball. It's going to stay with VCU.
That's a heck of a block by Azaroro, because again, the wall is an elevator. Like, he's going up all 50 inches. He gathered himself, but he recovered well. Comes in there, gets a straight up block, puts it into the. Gives it a little wedgie, a little rim wedgie. They'll maintain possession on the jump ball, but that was a great recovery to save 2 points, and the crowd getting into this game even more. Would have been a dunk.
Yeah, Azaroro standing his ground there underneath the basket. 20's back in for Bell for VCU. Barstow to put it in. 20 on the shot clock with the offense back here for VCU after the jump ball. Phillips, another three-point try. Tap back out. Oh, and a steal. Jefferson. Yes.
In shoot-around today, they were messing around. He got a steal. They made him go dunk it. And Travis Ford said, I just wanted to make sure you could still dunk, bud. Well, now we did it for national television with a guy on his hip.
How fitting was that? Absolutely right. The whole team was getting up, screaming and yelling.
Barstow does have the mismatch. They can play him out of the post. He tried to dribble his way in there.
Shoulder kicks it. There's Barstow for three. It's short.
They bailed him out there. They should have reset it and gotten him in the post and let him operate out of there. Slow it down. He can score inside over Medley or facilitate. He's only shooting the 20% from three-point line. That's a good possession if you're the Billikens. That's a world. Too far. Stop at the block.
Oh, what a spin. Mixing on a runner.
But that's 2 feet further than him. If he stands right there, the entry pass comes in, he can turn and finish. And seal his man.
Could have tied the game. Instead, VCU's got it. Shoulder. Gets bumped and fouled by Medley. Yeah, he got hit in the face. So Medley picks up his second personal foul. That's the 17th foul in St. Louis. And VCU will shoot free throws when we return. They've got a 2-point lead here tonight in Richmond.
I think CJ can pull it off. The Ravens defense, I think, is the best unit in the AFC in terms of the defensive side of the ball. That's not going to be an easy environment. It's going to be rowdy here. And not here, but down the road, if you will.
Yeah, not too far up the road here from Richmond. Always good to be in the city here on this Friday night. It's week 2 of 9 straight in the Atlantic 10 Friday Night Showcase. And Hargrove getting a rebound. He's fouled. Calling on 20. He was going to pick up his second for VCU.
Hargrove's had a really good game. 8 points, but he's been active offensive and defensive rebounds there. Quanti, you just don't want to give a foul right there. There's no point. And you know, that's only 5, but if you put the St. Louis team that can struggle offensively on the line for some 1-on-1 team, latter part of the first half, that's good news for the Bills.
Both teams struggling early from the field. St. Louis 6 of 23, 26%, and VCU 6 of 16, 37%.
It's also 22nd foul. He's shooting 75% of the three-point line in the last 6 games. And you want him in the game.
Need him in there, absolutely.
Jimerson trying to lose Shoga. Those are 2 leading scorers going at each other. Look how much attention Shoga's been all over in this possession. Nice drop off.
Up and in from Azaroro.
They was working that 2-man game. They were working that side. Jimerson was able to hurl in the lane. He draws so much attention. And again, that's where his game has developed. To be able to get in there, play make at times, to also finish, especially over to his right hand.
St. Louis coming off a 5-point loss on the road at Taken. We know how well the Flyers are playing, 70 to 65.
Can't go under that screen. Sorry. You're right. When you go under the screen, he created the space, showed a shot fake. That's a good look. He didn't get it to go. But you're right. Bills played really well in that Dayton game, battling the best team in the league on the road. But this team's still learning how to win. James can't get that to go. They struggled late game. Bad turnovers. Azaroro was trying to deal with Deron Holmes. And Holmes took over that game, but they also gave him easy opportunities in the block. Get a steal for a dunk. Like, closing out games, key moments of games is still what this Billikens team is learning to get through.
That's Christian Furman who knocks it down for VCU. Same type of thing though for the Rams. And we talked to Coach Odom. I mean, there's stretches where they play super well, and then all of a sudden, you know, they're fumbling around a little bit. That's what the difference has been. And every coach wants your team to play consistent, right? I mean, but that's what everyone's striving for, no doubt. Here's Bairstow. Remember, Bairstow, it's his 7th game of the season. And Damasio is his 8th game of the season here tonight for the Rams. Michael Bell.
Oh,
Shut off, yeah. But he still scores it.
But there's a mismatch. They're switching 1 through 4, so they know the switch is going to be there. He rolled in the post. He wanted it. Meadows went straight up, made a pivot a couple times, and just finished over. He'll live with it.
And Meadows at 6'2", we have Bell at 6'7".
Not quite a mouse in the house, but it was close.
Under 5 to go here in the first half. 25-20. The lead for VCU. Another foul here. What's going on, Jason Nelson? His first for the Rams.
And this is good recognition by a VCU team. They get the switch. You know you're going to have a guard on a 4-man. There it is. Hargrove steps out. Meadows is there, and he starts to go to work. Good patience. Hargrove's digging down, trying to make him feel a little pressure. Holds the pivot foot, keeps working. Wasn't pretty. Doesn't matter. Damasio comes back in, 22 White again. He's going to come in looking to get up shots. Comes in for shoulder.
So far, he's 1 for 2, and that's from 3-point range. 3 points here for VCU. That's a whirl. Gallagher is getting the cutter. It's Parker, and he turns and scores it.
That was a good, aggressive move. He did not hesitate. He curled off that screen. He caught it. Good advance dribble into the lane. And then he's ripping through Nelson, a much smaller defender. They need that from Parker to insert himself into this game.
Parker, second year at St. Louis, averaging 13 points a game. Still has another year remaining of eligibility. There's a whistle. Kick ball. Reset the shot clock to 20.
It's a good spot by Clarence Armstrong, but angle to where it was at. Roger Ayers couldn't see the kick. It looked like a hand from where we were, but you could. Clarence Armstrong on the far side was all over it. Ron Gruber going to say that to Dowler. Take it easy in there.
Yeah.
Get off it over easy. Straight up. Also, do you want to get in the wrestle with Ron Gruber? His biceps are like 29 inches.
I know. I think he's ready for games 9 in and 9 out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Famous deal. Runner's good.
It's such a smart play. We just said he's coming in looking to get him shots. He knows that too. The defense has got to come out at him, shot fake, get to his right hand, and a little float game in the middle.
Parker got it stripped from behind by Nelson. Looking ahead. Damasio. Back up top, Nelson for 3.
He could have taken another full 2 steps in. He stopped his run about 2 feet short of 3-point line.
Timeout in Richmond. We'll be right back.
Nothing held back. All for the love of soccer.
The Australian Open, Ken Stevens, on the networks of ESPN.
Welcome back. 27-22. VCU leading St. Louis here with 3:47 to go first half.
Yeah, and both stars we talked about before the game, Shulga and Jimerson, haven't been as impactful. Those are guys that average double digits. Right now they're struggling a little bit, but that's credit to both teams' defense. A lot of teams, especially with Jimerson, they're really trying to stay touch tight to him and affect him throughout a possession. And Shulga the same way. So it's a matter of also, you don't force it either. Especially VCU, I think they have more players to complement and help Shulga than the Bills do. But other guys are stepping up right now. The Billikens had a great game plan midweek where they had Ron Holmes to 4 points.
Right.
He got up for 29 and dominated the whole second half of the game. So things don't always remain the same, and this is a good start for both defenses on the other star.
Medley able to put in a lot of contact down there. He scores for 2, and it's a 3-point ball game. Now, to your point earlier, though, when you had the St. Louis truck, where's the scoring going to come from? Like, no Jimerson. So they're making a concerted effort to just shut him down. Hey, somebody else going to beat us? Fine.
And those other guys have stepped up. That was a great drop by Medley and a good patient move. And a steal.
Oh, he got hit. And it's going to be a 3-point. There's a 3-point opportunity, so 3 free throws coming here as a whirl is called for his second personal foul for St. Louis.
And Esmore was frustrated, but you can't do that. Like, you don't want to foul a jump shooter ever, but also with his second foul, we're talking about, guys, you got to let him land. It's stepped underneath his feet. You got to let him land. It's not even a really good contest.
Right.
At that point, you guys made a miscommunication, an error on defense. They don't want to be switching with their 5 men out there. They made a mistake. You got to live with a late contest and let him land and move on. You keep one foul and you keep yourself in the game.
How about our great conversation with Joe Vanisio earlier today, Dallin? And, you know, he's done so much. I mean, as we said, he's been at 4 different schools, Virginia Tech, George Washington, Oklahoma, now VCU. But, I mean, he's learned a lot. I mean, he's going to get a degree in counseling, wants to help other people. He's got a mental health app that he's going to be set up.
It's going to launch in a couple months. And we've been talking to so many of these young men and young women in college sports, and so many are smart and driven and will be successful and are already. He was like the most philosophical, introspective, one of the most fascinating characters I've talked with, whether it's launching the mental health app or how he spends his time every day in meditation, what he thinks about, what he wants to do with his life. It's just a very interesting guy that you get that air of, this guy gets way more than I got at 22. I didn't get anything. We couldn't even play. I was a joke. I mean, but this guy's unbelievable.
Well, I mean, you said it. I mean, he reads the Bible every day, goes for walks. He said that he's found peace within himself, and it's that joy playing the game of basketball. It's been a blessing for him just to be able to play the game, and it is. It's amazing perspective. We're always looking for something more and wishing for something else. He's enjoying every moment he has here. You don't want to go 4, 5, 6 years rather than look back and say, geez, why did I enjoy all that time? You know?
And with his teammates, he says he loves a team atmosphere and being with people. I like this, using Jimerson as a screener. The Wall, good closeout late. The Wall kind of lost him for a second. Don't need to force it. He's got to continue to play.
The steal, Vanisio. He scored the last 6 for the Rams, and they lead by 7. Memley on the kick. Parker for 3. They need it. Not there.
It's a critical last few minutes. This could really blow up.
Wow. Vanisio taking matters into his own hands as the Rams lead by 9. Timeout, Pelicans. Please, you know, conference match. I mean, this can go either way.
100%. And the bookies agree. It's like a 2-point line right now. Baylor going on the road. Both those teams lost brutal midweek games. Texas, UCF beat them on their floor. Oh my gosh, the little bit. I mean, if he's coming from the weak side, if he's on the floor, that's part of what can't get in your head as a explorer. But you do even know that he's coming, and a shot fake would be useful there. And I don't even know if it's going to help you, but it will at least help the first block.
Imagine if he wasn't playing soccer until the last 5 or 6 years. He was all about basketball, right? He is unbelievable. He's going to have a highlight reel for him on just the blocks tonight. He almost had another one instead of counting the basket.
Great control by Parker. Yeah, great control. Got himself in the lane. Was really kind of a 1-on-2, 1-on-3 situation. He wasn't in an advantageous position, but just didn't go, flying downhill. Had good body control and finishing his right hand on the left side. Trying to deny Vanisio, not give him a touch.
Shot clock inside 10. Minute and a half to go in the first half. Vanisio, the defense by the Pelicans. Shulga. Step back. Fight for the rebound. The Wolves got it. Will they call a jump? Yes, they will. It's going to be St. Louis possession. Jean was able to get in there as well for St. Louis, and they got the ball.
It was an important possession. You got a great finish by Parker. You can cut it to 7 and get a stop. John was able to battle enough of the Wall to maintain possession in the jump ball. And again, with this group here, this is where I think you might want to run some for Parker. He seems to get it going a little bit. Jimerson is being shadowed heavily. Hargrove can always step up. They just don't tend to run much for him.
Parker's got 6 points, 2 of 6 from the field. Parker slipping through a double team, takes it in over Vanisio, got a piece of it. And St. Louis saves it to Vanisio, that's right to his teammate, Michael Bell. He's going to travel there and send it over to Bairstow.
Good recovery by Parker there. Spamacino was unguarded there for a second. That was a 5-on-4 for a while. The Billikens, good job transitioning, communicating, and maintaining possession. Also, felt they traveled, so they got away with that.
Thought VCU might have tried to go a little quicker here, maybe a 2-for-1. Instead, Shoga, who puts it up, and it's a 3-ball. They'll take it, and they lead it by 10. 20 seconds to go here in this first half. Meadows. 5 to shoot. Hargrove takes it and rejected the wall yet again. He says no, no, no. And that's how the first half ends up.
I love the decision by Hargrove, but when you have a guy that can erase plays like that, that's game-changing. Because that's the right drive, the right play, maybe to cut it to 8, give you a little momentum going into break. Not here. Swats it, and they have all the momentum as they head into half.
3 blocks for Toby Lawal already in this first half, and that's how the first 20 minutes concludes.
And a little Dikembe, too.
That's right. Zuba Maheki.